related. So remember, the stomach is at the upper part, just here, and the esophagus is here. So it can be, the pain can be here, the pain can be also here, causing like a heartburn. You know, some people say, I have heartburn. What is saying that the acid has refluxed or regurgitated to the esophagus, okay? So the pain is usually burning. There are different types of pain that can happen in the chest, because many people come to my clinic, complaining about chest pain, but most of them are not heart-related. If it's burning, peppery, or gnawing, it's usually about the stomach, not the heart. Okay? The heart doesn't really cause the pain that is burning, or peppery, or gnawing, okay? Because it's still the same place that you can have is heart-related. And the pain increases in the night when the stomach is empty. When the stomach is empty, there is no food and all that. The stomach just keeps producing acid. The acid can, corrode the stomach. And it's relieved by eating. So if you know that it's aggravated by hunger, it's relieved by eating. But sometimes for the ones that happen in the stomach, it's aggravated by eating. The food can even, make the pain worse. And the pain is worse on bending. So other symptoms that you can find are bloatedness. The person feels bloated because gas is formed in the stomach. When this, like the H. pylori produces urease, it's a gas. So the person feels bloated and starts burping, a lot of burping. Burping is normal, but when you burp a lot, there's a problem. Or passing gas, a lot, because the body tries to remove the excess gas. The person might be fatigued when this ulcer bleeds. If you have a wound, it can bleed. When the ulcer in the stomach can also bleed, okay? And weight loss or weight gain. Because some people, when they eat, they feel better, so they will just keep eating to feel better. And some people, when they eat, they feel worse, so they stop eating to just make themselves more comfortable. And it can cause nausea, vomiting, and all that. And heartburn, like we have talked about. Okay, the next slide, we have the alarm symptoms. There are some symptoms. Most people have this, especially the young people. We are not alarmed. We are just saying, okay, it might be H. pylori. Give them medication, they will feel better. But when are we alarmed? If somebody has not had it before and at old age, the person starts having it. And what do we mean by alarm? Why are we alarmed? Because this ulcer these symptoms can mimic cancer, gastric cancer. So that is what is alarming there. Okay, so when somebody that doesn't have ulcer normally at old age starts having those symptoms, we are thinking there's something, it's alarming. You have to do an endoscopy. Or when somebody starts vomiting blood, because like I said, you bleed, they can bleed. If you bleed, you can vomit blood or pass dark stools. The stools are not supposed to be dark. When they are dark, that means it's blood. But because it's in the stomach, before, you won't see it bright red as if it's blood. So people don't even know that it's blood. Before it gets to the anus, the other juices would have altered the blood. So that's why it looks dark, when it gets to the stool. Then there might be difficulty in swallowing, especially when the sphincter has a problem. There might be difficulty passing the food down. Then early satiety, that is feel full early. You just eat small and you're feeling full easily. We are thinking maybe there is a mass there, not allowing you to eat as much as you should eat. Then anemia, that is lack of blood. And this is also when the ulcer bleeds. Recurrent vomiting, when there is a mass, you just keep trying to take it out. Or when there is a family history of gastric cancer, okay? So these are alarm symptoms. What are the investigations we can do? We can do H. pylori, we can look for it in stool or in blood, okay? If we see it, you just give medications to eradicate it. Then these other tests, endoscopy, we can do endoscopy. Endoscopy looks in to now see the ulcer. We'll take a sample to the lab to test and be sure of what it is, that it is not cancer, because the problem here is that we don't want cancer. So treatment. Okay, these are the aims of treatment. I won't go into it because I want to take questions. How can we treat? The next thing is lifestyle modification. What are the modifications you can do without using medication? You can stop smoking for those that smoke. Remember, smoking produces a lot of hydrochloric acid. Reduce salt and sugar intake. Because studies, they don't know why, but they've noticed that people that take a lot of salt and a lot of sugar have more ulcers. So please reduce your salt and sugar intake. Then stop NSAIDs. The NSAIDs, like we said, ibuprofen, alabuku, don't take them because you have pain. You take because this can cause problem for you. Allow the doctors to prescribe. Because when we prescribe these things, we prescribe for a short period of time because we don't want it to be protracted because of the side effects, because it has a lot of side effects. So you have to take it. They are good because they stop pain, but they are also dangerous. So we should know how we take all these drugs. Because some people come and they are bleeding and they bleed out just because they are taking these drugs. And some people is vasoprene. For those that take vasoprene, you know, it's not everybody, let me just talk about it a bit. It's not everybody that's supposed to take vasoprene. It's not as if you're hypertensive, you must be on vasoprene. If you're diabetic, you know, you must be on vasoprene. Everybody is on vasoprene. They are telling you it will thin your blood, it will make you not to get this, not to get that. No. It's for those that have had problems before. Cardiovascular problems like stroke, heart attack, they are the ones to take vasoprene, not everybody. Because vasoprene is not like it's a very safe drug. It can cause this also. So reduce alcohol, reduce coffee and tea, reduce acidic drinks,